Hi, my name is JD Julander. I'm the program coordinator for the Architectural Design program in the Construction and Building Sciences department at Weber State University. The purpose of this video is going to be to give you information on the program and sources for scholarships and things of that nature. So we'll jump right in. I went to Weber State University a long time ago, and I got a degree in Design Graphics Engineering Technology, or it changed to DET, or Design Engineering Technology. What it was Architectural and Mechanical Design and Drafting. And as I was pursuing a career path, I asked my good friend Jeremy Farner, said, what do you think I should do? He said, well, if you want to make money, go into the mechanical side. If you want to enjoy your job, go into the architectural side. So I did that, and I've really enjoyed it though, and I've made some decent money. With my work experience, I have worked at many different places, and I've really enjoyed a lot of the places that I've worked. I have worked in some of the home manufacturer places as a drafter, and that was a good start, good way to get some experience. Then I worked at an engineering place, Silver Peak Engineering. That was fantastic. I really enjoyed drafting for them. Really good people there. And then I got a call to do rendering for a trade show company, so I started working for a trade show company doing renderings, and that was probably one of my favorite jobs. I really enjoyed rendering, and so I've taught the rendering class. I've been teaching it as an instructor. I was an adjunct instructor for 13 years, and then I got hired on full-time at Weber State last year. So I've had a lot of opportunities to teach and do at the same time, and I still do on the side, still work a bit with drafting and doing some renderings, and I've really enjoyed that. But I've had a lot of work experience now. I've had my own business for this whole time as well, and have done work on the side. So we go to the website, pull it up. There's this image here that kind of encompasses what you would do in the architectural design program. So we've got concept design, sketching, 2D and 3D CAD drafting, and then renders. So this kind of encompasses the entire process. If we look down here, it gives some information about what possibilities there are, and here's what you will learn: residential design, commercial design, architectural models, rendering, studio, BIM management, sustainability, design charrette, and study abroad. We'll talk about those two later. But that is basically, I'm not a licensed architect, I'm a drafter, and we do have a licensed architect that also teaches in the program, and you don't have to get an architectural license in this program. You don't have to move on to become an architect if you don't want to. You can be a drafter and a designer, and there are a lot of job opportunities out there, which I'll talk about later as well, to be able to in just drafting and not being an architect. So some people might get confused. Architectural design, you have to be an architect, but you don't. There are kind of two pathways that you can go, and we're the other instructor, full-time instructor, and I are working on that right now to hopefully clear that up a little bit better. But as of right now, you can go the drafting design path and get your 4-year degree, or you can continue on to be an architect later on if that's something you'd like to do. Now we're going to jump back over into the website and look at some of the degrees. So if I click on degrees, there are some programs, and then we have the associate, the certificate, the bachelor's, and then the BIS with an emphasis in architectural design, and then there's a minor as well. So if you click on any of these, like if I click on the pre-architecture AAS, it shows me there's a grad map here, and then it shows all of the different classes that you'd be taking. I'm just going to jump to the bachelor's because that incorporates the associates as well. So you've got Intro to Architecture, Construction Management Orientation, Materials and Methods, Architectural Drafting, Interior Design Seminar, Architectural Design Communications. That's a Revit class where you start learning Revit and putting your own set of house plans together. And then we've got all these other classes. And then when you get into the bachelor's, excuse me, second part of it, we've got residential design studio. You got some rendering and animation studio, commercial design studio, lots of studios, and just working on stuff as you're learning and continuing to go forward into the architectural design program. So that's, if you want to look at any of those are all on the website. If you go to the student projects section, this is under construction right now, so we've still got to make some changes to it. But so some of the names, like this one, isn't correct. But this just gives you a basic overview of what you do in like the 1040 class, the Intro to Architecture class. You do some sketching and form and flow and design and learn all about that. And then later on in some of the classes where you actually do modeling, then you can create some models like that. And then this is the fall charrette, which we're going to get into later, but these are some renders that they created for the charrette, and that's pretty cool. And then this one is one where they designed a building, and they did the 3D model first, this student did, and then they also did a printed model that they 3D printed for the class. It's pretty cool. So lots of options, and then there's a lot more student work. We're still building the site out, trying to get more student work on there, but you get to do, the students have been producing some really great stuff. All right, so next we're going to go over to the student resources and scholarships. There are a lot of scholarships available to you, and to look at them, you can just browse through them, and then they have application instructions on every single one of these. Like there's a departmental scholarship, so there's the department that the Construction Building Sciences offers every year, and it has the deadline there, February 15th. There would be a new deadline for the next school year. There's an incoming CBS freshman scholarship. There's a concurrent enrollment EDGE scholarship, Utah Ready Mix Concrete Association scholarship. Deadline was due August 11th, but anytime we get a new scholarship, they put that on this website, and there are a lot of them, and then there are ways to apply that are listed on there. So if there aren't any ways to apply, then you can look at the advising. And for advising, you declare your major if you wanted to know what to do there. If you've got your major declared, this should be updated. That's supposed to be Tom. Tom for construction management. It's supposed to be Tom. And I'm the program coordinator for architectural design, and interior design is Kristen Arnold. So if we look at, faculty and staff, there we go. So this is also a page where you can find out who's who and what their contact information is. So there's Tom and myself, and then Kristen's down here. So that is where you would find that information for scholarships and for advising. And what the advising does is when you would set up a meeting, virtual or in person, to find out how we can best work you through the program and get you set up for success so that wherever you are in life, you're going to be good to go. So before I mentioned getting jobs, and to do that, you want to find an advisor for that. A lot of times they'll give us, the people from industry contact us all the time because they really like Weber State students, and they'll say, we've got a job offer. And so then a lot of times the faculty will post it in their classes, let you know about that opportunity, but we also will post it on on the website. So let's go look at that. We go to employment. So this is for the College of Engineering and Applied Science and Technology. So this is all encompassing. It encompasses all of the different programs, the construction management, interior design, the building design construction department, and then all the other ones within that. So there's this woman, Amy Golden. She is great with helping students find employment opportunities. So this is her information here, and you would schedule an appointment via Handshake. So you could go to like job search here, and there's Handshake. It's basically a website where they can post jobs for Weber State students that aren't maybe not available through other places because they're looking specifically for Weber State students, things like that. So there's that's available to you in the job search. One of the most cool, I think, and fun things about the program is that we do a design charrette, and we do that in the departments. So it's all encompassing. We have students from architectural design, construction management, and interior design. And the design charrette is it's a competition where you're divvied out into teams, and each team has members from interior design, architectural design, and construction management. And you'll go through and you'll be given a project that somebody wants to build in real life. So last year we had a project. So it's actually the one that's on the student project back page that I showed you before, this fall charrette. So they were tasked with creating a building which would be a community center in Kenya. And so in Kenya, we had, if you go to study abroad community projects, there was this, we went to Taru, Kenya, and in the competition, all the students made their ideas, and usually the people who in this case happen to be Kenya Keys, they took a little bit from almost every project that was submitted, and they said, oh, we like the kitchen from this, we like the workroom for this, and then they would build a master set of plans that they were going to use. But so then for the study abroad, we went over to Kenya and helped to build this actual building. So it was really cool when the students could see their own work in action being built and help build that structure. So very cool opportunities. There are a lot of different opportunities for in Ghana. They went to Ghana in 2022, did a new deck for a homeowner in need. This student helped out with a place in Ogden, downtown Ogden. And so and then the solar decathlon, they did the solar decathlon. That was really cool. This was a house that was designed, and they went to the solar decathlon competition, and they placed in the top 10, and they actually built this house. So this is the house, is a picture of the house before it was right before it was completely finished. So really cool. A lot of opportunities for study abroad, and the charrette is a lot of fun. Really cool. Also, in addition to that, there is an ASC competition, which is a lot of fun. I went to it last year, and they have the members from industry. If we look at the competition website, it shows it's like Kiewit, Mortensen, Layton Construction, just there are a lot of different construction places. And they will give students a problem to solve. And in this competition, at least in the past years, they've given them real world problems. Like, we need this building built, or we need to figure out how much concrete goes into this stadium, or something like that. So lots of different problems to solve, and it's really cool. It's usually construction management and architectural design students coming together and doing this competition, and it's a lot of fun. They have a banquet and good stuff. So there are a lot of opportunities for students to get out and be in the community, and also go to these competitions and represent Weber State and show off your skills that you're learning or that you have learned. One of the last things I want to cover is the Design Build Day, and also the Evening with Industry. So going back to the website, there is a Design Build Day. This is under, I had to Google search it. We should have a link for this, but it's where a lot of partners from industry come out and meet and greet with students, and they'll bring out some really cool things. If you look at the 2022 photos they've got, all kinds of stuff that's going on. They bring swag, they talk to the students. A lot of students bring resumes to these because they meet people and can get their name out. And there are a lot of activities that are going on, free food. They've got all the faculty are out. This one, they have a big, this looks like a concrete pouring crane truck. It's really cool. It's just a lot of fun. And this is the design build day that's in the spring. This is where you can get out and really get to know what's going on in the industry and in the community. And then the evening with industry is in the fall, and there's one coming up October 3rd, where students from Weber State come and meet with people who are in the industry. And they also bring resumes to these a lot. I talk to a lot of people and meet a lot of people at these as well. Lots of fun. And it's it's a fair where they come and they give out scholarships during this, and they have door prizes and things like that. So a lot of opportunities to get out and have fun and do good things while also hopefully building up your job opportunities and career opportunities and getting to know what opportunities there are within the industry. That's pretty much it. That's an overview of the architectural design program. I hope I covered everything well. If not, Drew can get a hold of me, or you can ask me questions one-on-one. Thanks, and I hope you have a great day.